This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. In today's episode, I'm sweating because I was playing this VR game and that game had me moving, so I'm like, nah, I'm a little on the sweaty side. Then running back and forth trying to put my food on and then hurry up, come back in my room and record this podcast episode. But no, this podcast episode, it's only going to take 15 minutes of your time. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because there's really nothing new to talk about. But at the same time, like, I'd still got some, like, stuff on my heart that I want to say about the individuals that want to spread hate and be negative and be petty and all this other extra stuff. So anyways, so today, so for those actually that don't know, so I created an organization. I created an esports team called Flow Ocean Gaming. And I've been posting all across on social media telling people, I'm like, hey, you want to be a part of Flow Ocean Gaming? Just put like hashtag Flow Ocean Gaming somewhere and show me your content. So this individual, somebody that I've had problems with before, I wouldn't necessarily say it was like major problems, but they were just one of those people that made videos about me and stuff. So anyways, so yeah, he goes and puts like hashtag Flow Ocean Gaming on all the like videos that he made about me as if I'm really going to sit down and watch it. And then, yeah, you know, he starts, no, so actually what I did is that I just went off on Twitter, like, started calling people like him out, just overall, like, giving them a reason. I'm like, okay, you guys want some more stuff to say about me? Well, I'm gonna give you guys that. And, yeah, I just went off on Twitter, and that's the thing, where I'm all like, have said that before, then I'm like, I don't care anymore now that you guys want to paint me out as a villain, please. I welcome that. I want that. I want you guys to paint me out as the villain, because now I'm going to give y'all a reason why to call me a villain. I'm going to give you guys a reason to call me evil. But a lot of these guys, when you sit down, I've made a video talking on this, but I'm like, I still got more to say, you know, I still got more to say and stuff. But anyways, but no, overall though, it's like these guys, there's just something mentally wrong with them. And they don't want to admit that, you know, but obviously it's like, it's right there. It's, you know, it's like the thing is this, they don't want to, there's a lot of things that these guys aren't going to want to admit to. You know, for one, they're not going to want to admit to the stuff that they've done to people. You know, let's sit down and talk about that. Let's sit down, because that's one thing I don't think I've ever talked on. Let's sit down and talk about these guys' personal lives. You know, like, how was their upbringing? How was it when they grew up? Because I guarantee and I promise you, and that's most likely why a lot of times be hiding behind these fake names, fake profiles, all this fake stuff, but they can't go out on social media and be themselves. Meanwhile, with me, I'm like, fam, I ain't got nothing to hide. If there is somebody that I've upset or offended or messed with growing up, fam, I don't mind. I make a whole video apologizing to them. If that ever did come down to it. But I do feel like a lot of the times, like, how can I place this in words? Like, I don't have beef with nobody. You know, like, overall, I'm sitting down trying to think. Anybody that I grew up with, I don't have beef with them. There's nobody I had to necessarily say that it's like I've done something to them to upset them. But at the same time, I don't know. You know, so if I did, I apologize to those people. You know, that's something where I'm like, I would look them dead in their face and apologize for it. I'd make a whole video of them sitting there, whatever the situation is, whatever they want, I would do that. Why? Because I'm at this point in time in my life where I'm like, I'm not going to be petty. I'm not, like, to people, especially the people that I know, people I don't know, whatever the situation is. I'm like, I'm not going to be petty, evil, angry to these individuals. If they come to me wanting something, I'm like, fam. But the thing is this, all right, let me, like, make sure that I do add this to it. If you're going to come at me being evil, fam, don't expect anything different from me if I'm being evil towards you. I don't want to be that person, but a lot of times, you know, people are trying to bring that out of me. So if I say something or if I do something, so that's what it was. So anyways, I go off on this like whole rant on Twitter, And the guy that did the whole like hashtag thing, he goes and responds, and he was like, you celebrated the death of that one guy that was talking to underage boys. I celebrate the death of his mom. And I'm thinking to myself, when have you ever, if it's funny how the story changes every time. Originally, I made fun of the video that he did for his mom without knowing. Then it switched to, oh, you're making fun of his mom. Now I'm celebrating the fact that his mom died. And I'm like, at what time, at any given point, did I celebrate the death of his mom? And I've said it numerous times, even in that video, I don't acknowledge his mom's passing at all. That video is still up to this day. It's like, I think it's like roasting haters for like 23 or 26 minutes or something like that. Video is still up to this day. But I'm trying to think, at what point in time, because something like that I will remember. I guarantee and I promise you that. That's something that I will 100% remember if I celebrate the death of somebody. Even the most evilest person in the world, we talking like Jeffrey Dahmer, Osama bin Laden, freaking, who else? Pablo Escobar. I'm saying, like, there are some people that have done some things in this world. I have not made no post celebrating their death. Never. I don't be paying attention to stuff like that. So, explain to me, why would I do that to somebody and I don't know him, his mom, his family, nobody? The only thing that I have ever said about him and his family that I remember was he was sitting in the back seat of his mom's car. That's it. That is it. So I'm confused because I'm like, and it's stuff like that where it's like, okay, well, you know, if that's your chess move, let's talk on your personal life. Let's talk on your upbringings. How come you don't want nobody to see your face? How come you don't want nobody to know your name? How come you don't post about the stuff that you've done growing up? Like, nah, let's sit down and talk about that. Let's sit down and talk about him as a kid. This guy that's, you know, trying to push out this narrative that I celebrate the death of somebody. Or even the guy that's the whole, like, that whole conversation. The son of that mom, right? So let's talk on these two individuals. First, let's talk on the son of the mom. What did he get caught up for? Nobody don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how he got caught up talking to underage boys online. Seriously? And then I'm the one that gets painted out as an evil person? Why? Because I'm still doing the same videos I was doing when you guys originally found out about me? But I'm the evil one. I'm the one that's in the wrong. I'm the one that's... And the funny thing is that, let's say, you know, scenario, I never acknowledged these guys, right? I never, you know, like, responded to them, any of that stuff. I still feel like a lot of the things that they've got caught up in would still happen. So, overall, like, yes, I have said some things. I have done some things. Do I feel bad about it with these guys? No. Not at all. I don't feel bad about nothing that I've said, nothing that I've done. I'm at a point in time where it's like, I don't care about how these guys feel. You know, maybe at a point in time I'm like, you know, I held back and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say something that's too far and too edgy. But no, I don't care. I really don't care about anything that they got going on with themselves right now. And even if it's on some... Because a lot of the times these guys like to try to put out excuses like, oh, I'm suffering from this, I'm going through this, or I got this going on, or I got that going on. So, I don't care. What that got to do with me? You approach me talking reckless, talking crazy towards me, and I'm supposed to have sympathy, or I can't say nothing or do nothing because you got something going on with yourself. So what? The crazy thing is that there is people dealing with the same stuff in this world. Because no, some of the craziest things that they've said to me is like, if I say something to them that's crazy, they're all like, you realize I got autism, right? Okay, what that got to do with me? There's other people in this world there's some of my friends growing up that have autism. They don't be going around talking crazy to people. They don't be going around acting the way. So that's why I'm like, fam, what's your excuse? What do you got going? What form of autism are you suffering from where it just has you just acting crazy towards people for no reason? But I'm supposed to just hold back and not say nothing because you suffering from something. So what? Who cares? Who in this world cares? Not because there's so many people in this world that is dealing with autism as we speak. And they are still some of the most dopest, angel, like, heartwarming, like, nicest people that you will ever meet. What's your excuse? So that's why, like, when they say stuff like that to me, at this point from now on, I'm gonna be like, so what that got to do with me? Absolutely nothing. So let's sit down and talk about why you're calling me the N-word, why you're harassing me and my friends, why are you like saying some of the most spreading lies and rumors about me. Let's sit down and talk about that. So that's why I'm like, when they tried saying that with the dude that got caught up talking to underage boys. They tried saying that about the one girl. I think said, I was like, this. Did I stump out her throat? No, chew. I hope did I say a dog or a rabbit animal? I'm switching it from a dog to a rabbit animal. I want like a monstered version of Cujo, like to rip that woman's throat. Because it wasn't, the funny thing is that even they lied about that. For one, they said that it was a minor, and then it turned out it was like some 30-year-old woman. You mean to tell me there is people older than me, carrying on like a child? Bruh, the fact that there are children in this world that are more mature than you guys, that's sad. That is so sad. Like, no, if we're gonna sit down and talk on that real quick, it's like, somebody explain that to me. Explain, how does a child that could have been born 5 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe somebody that's in middle school, high school, whatever the age is, but it's like, there's friends of mine where I know their little sibling and they're more mature than you. Like, one person that I had to say, for an example, was that family group that I was reacting to a few years back. Four Souls, the brother in that group, he was in high school doing all of that stuff. And the fact that he's honestly one of the most smartest, he's just one of the smartest people out there. Like, no, so like, shout out to him, because like he's somebody where it's like, you'd see the passion that he has for something and you take inspiration from that, you take motivation from that. So it's like, the fact that I can look at him and see that he's more mature than literal adults, bruh. Adults. Y'all should not be carrying on the way. And even the thing is this, even I know there's been at times where there have been some like teenagers or kids or whatever that get caught up in the mix of this. It's like, y'all shouldn't even have internet access in the first place. Like, y'all really should not. Like, I don't know what you're, honestly, to like sit down and talk about them real quick. Like, if I'm gonna like really say some like crazy stuff, if we gonna, like, you guys honestly are some of the most like privileged kids out there. Like, let's just sit down and just line these guys up and just knock them down by one. So let's talk on all like the minors in this group that wants to say crazy things to me and evil things and all that stuff. Y'all shouldn't even have internet access. But it's obvious that, your parents don't care about you that much to where they allow you to carry on the way that you are carrying on social media. You don't have friends. You ain't got nothing going on for yourselves. Most likely never will have anything going on for yourselves. You always gonna be pointed out as the weird guy in school and even after the fact that you graduate. And it's like, fam, that's just sad. That is honestly sad. Then you're gonna have one of them like life-altering moments where you actually do try to change up, but it ain't gonna work. It's not. The thing is this, and even if you do change up, you put on this fake smile, you put on all this stuff, who you are right now is always gonna eat at you. Always. And that's something that it's gonna be the most hardest thing. You're gonna live your life all the way out to being an old person. Right? And it's you thinking by doing all these different things. And you know what? And maybe at one point in time, and this is just talking on, for the individuals that, you apologize and you feel bad for what you did and all that stuff, I'll forgive you. Oh, 100%. 100%. It's like a lot of times, like, there ain't no hostility, no anger, any of that stuff, where it's like you have that closure to where you can like finally move on. But for those that don't, it is going to eat at you for the rest of your life. The thing is this, saying that's gonna burn deeper than any insult, racist comment, harassment, all that stuff. That's gonna burn so much like worse than just anything that you guys have said to me. So like the thing is this is how I'm gonna end this off. I really do hope the best for you, and I really do hope y'all can get through life. But if this is how y'all are gonna carry on, you're never gonna make it through life. Never. Most likely gonna be some crazy homeless bum screaming at traffic. And you best believe I'm going to record, take pictures, laugh, point fingers. Oh, I'm going to have my fun. But at the same time, I do wish you the best in life. I really do. I really hope and pray that you guys see, I'm going to just say a prayer for you guys right now, all right? Dear Lord, please guide these guys in the right direction. Please. I want them to be guided more in the right direction than me. I want that positivity that lives within me in them. I want that for them. Because out of anybody in this world, they're the ones that deserve that. They're the ones that deserve that peace and happiness and all that stuff. But if they carry on the way that they're carrying on, just please, all right, guide them right back on the right track. Help them. Because they need it more than anybody. They really do. To live a life full of hate, negativity, drama, all that stuff. Y'all, bro, you guys need the best in life. I really want that. So please, Lord, have it happen. Name of Jesus, amen. But overall, if it doesn't, it's gonna be a scary sight to see. So anyways, on that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. I ain't going to do no promo stuff because, like I said, I was only going to give y'all 15 minutes of my time, and I've exceeded it past a minute, and I don't know what time my food is on. So anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.